corrupt criminal. And this is who y'all chose as your so-called leader. So it's on full display for the rest of the world to view. And there's no more. We can't play no more games. They ain't even trying to hide it now. You know, like I said, ever since Trump took office, they are emboldened. The racists. You know, racism is like a terminal illness, a cancer of the soul, and it's destroying this country, tearing it apart. So this so-called charade of white superiority, y'all are the masters of hijacking the hard work and ingenuity of others and using it for y'all. This construct, this government, this society. Because like I said before, America is no longer these superpowers, no longer in the forefront of ingenuity. Y'all, the racists, they are so obsessed with holding back black folks in this country. And y'all don't understand that it's just undermining this country as a whole. It's taking the legs right up from under it, destroying the society. I hear the Supreme Court is moving, to strike down things that have been instituted in the Constitution since 1965, the Civil Rights Movement, equal voting rights, to ensure that black folks in this country have equal representation in government and politics. They are moving. All this shit is going on, and this is what our so-called political leaders. They are focused on black folks and how they can undermine black folks and further suppress black folks in this country. So in their demented minds, they feel that
Have y'all ever came across a news headline that was so bad that before they show the suspect, you just think to yourself, I hope this wasn't a black person? Listen, as black people, whenever we commit a crime, y'all, it's the entire race's fault. There is no excuse made, there is no context given. All black people are bad. But when it's a white person, y'all, there is every excuse thrown at them. Oh, we need to pray for this individual. He was troubled, he was lost. Let's just take example with the incident with Charlie Kirk. When Buddy got popped, there was a lot of outrage in the first couple of days. You had white men flooding the streets, protesting, screaming, fight back. His wife hopped online, basically wishing death on the shooter, and then turn around a few days later, the suspect is released. And he was a young white man from the Caucasus Mountains. There were no more protests. Everybody was talking about coming together. His wife even hopped on and said she praying for him. And it's like, bro, I can only imagine if that was a black person or immigrant or something like that, how the reaction would have been. White fatigue, though, y'all. It is very bad. A federal grand jury indicted 2 North Texas men accused of plotting to invade a foreign island, kill the men, and take the women as sex slaves. Prosecutors said, yeah. Y'all see how the rich confused white supremacists be? 2 men going to a whole island and y'all. Oh my. But they love to scream black people have a low IQ. What type? What?
And one of the men enlisted in the Air Force to get military training he thought he needed. Fox 4's Blake Hansen in our newsroom tonight with these stunning allegations, Blake.
Yes, Stephen Heather, federal prosecutors say the suspects didn't plan to go it alone. In fact, the feds say they plan to recruit people who are homeless in Washington, D.C. to serve on their, quote, expeditionary force and take over a small Haitian island. The grand jury.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
From 21-year-old Gavin Weissenberg from Allen and 20-year-old Tanner Thomas from Argyle with conspiracy to murder, maim, or kidnap in a foreign country, as well as a charge of production of child.
Oh my. Yeah, bro. Y'all, I keep telling y'all this, the pipeline of racist white men to child PDF content possessioners. I don't think that's a word. Every time I'm talking about there is always a correlation. What's going on?
Richard Weissenberg was booked into the Collin County Jail in July. We've not been able to find a mugshot for Thomas. Prosecutors say he was in the U.S. Air Force at the time. The place they are accused of plotting to invade is called Gunab Island. It is part of the Republic of Haiti. It's not small. In fact, that island has about 87,000 residents. Prosecutors.
So y'all, even if y'all had about 100 people, I mean, like.
Say Weisenberg and Thomas plan to lead that expeditionary force by sailboats to the island, murder the men, take control of the island, and then turn the women into sex slaves, according to prosecutors. The feds say the plan dates back to August of last year. They say Weisenberg enrolled in a Rockwell Fire Academy to learn.
Best quotes that I personally find very touching. We'll start with this one. We made a huge mistake when we passed the Civil Rights Act in the 1960s. These are direct quotes. They're not going to be. Women should not work, but instead serve their husbands and children. Stop her, sit in silence with that person. If my 2-year-old daughter were raped and became pregnant, I would not allow her to have an abortion. So look at me when I'm reading this to you. Yeah, let's keep eye contact while I read some comfortable quotes from the Value Guidelines. Okay?
You know, I told him, Hanson really does offer the best service in town.
Human beings. As a quote, dropping middle fingers to God. Would God say that? I don't think God would say that. Birth control has created very angry and bitter young ladies. Women in their early 30s, they're past their prime. How old is Erica Kirk? Widow? Is she staying at home? Doesn't sound like it. Maybe she's dating man. Abortion is our modern Holocaust. If a 6-week-old fetus is not alive, then what does abortion do?
This represents the element of the public-private partnership that I spoke about this morning, where the government of Jamaica is putting $600 million and
How you doing? Listen, I'm working on something interesting, I think, but I need a little time. Anyway, I got a request through the ether, so to speak. Someone's looking for a crew to take a score, but I don't know anymore. I thought maybe you'd be interested. Personally, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot barge pole because I don't know any of these people, but...
Command and control protocols, but flunked out in February. They say he then traveled to Thailand to learn how to sail, but didn't enroll in school due to the cost. The feds say Thomas, meanwhile, enlisted in the Air Force in January and in March changed his station assignment from Germany to Maryland to better coordinate the invasion and recruit the homeless population in D.C.
This is why I have to make these videos, because people think that this shit is like, it's just online. No, these men were really going to the army just to be racist, like just to take. This is, yo, I know I'm kind of left leaning, but one thing I do promote, especially for my young black men, is the right to bear arms, man. Stay strapped. I go to the gun range at least twice a month, bro. I try to be on it. Because you never know what you know what I'm saying? You got to stay protected, bro.
We reached out to attorneys listed for Weisenberg and did not hear back. We could not find attorneys listed for Thomas. Prosecutors say they face up to life in prison if convicted on the conspiracy to murder charge.
Get their ass the chair, bro. Get them up out of here, bro. Damn, y'all. This low-key scary now.
Who would ever have imagined neo-Nazis going into video chat rooms with children trying to recruit them?
I'm an entertainer, pro-white entertainer. I hate non-whites.
And you see they targeting kids. Hey, that pipeline, I know he got something on his computer targeting children, bro. Y'all, man, what's wrong with y'all, bro? And this is literally the reason why we have so many racist young white men that look up to, 1930s Germany and, you know what I'm saying, the mustache man, Nick Fuentes. They look at these type of people, they are indoctrinated. You know what I'm saying? Young as hell, just, hey, bro, pay attention to what your kids consuming. Because I be even seeing some black kids that be watching these type of people. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what happened to us?
Okay. That's exactly what our News Channel 5 investigation discovered. The neo-Nazi in this case is a guy named John Benadio, who is part of a group, the Goyim Defense League, that spent 2 weeks in Nashville back in 2024. I confronted him on the steps of City Hall.
You have a problem with Jews in general, then?
Yes, I do.
And I had continued to watch this group's activities. What I was really stunned to discover was that he was going into video chat rooms that are popular with children, berating children of color. You look like an ugly. Trying to recruit white children.
White guy. There you go.
Convincing white boys, especially, that they needed to get guns and get ready to kill black people.
Shooting range. Get ready to kill.
It was, I think, by most people's estimation, pure evil. If you want to see my full investigation, in fact, you need to see my full investigation, it's online at newschannel5.com/hate.
And shout out to white people that do be standing up against this shit. I'm gonna put the full stories all down below. But bro, it's just sad, dog. Like 2025, you would think shit would get better. You got fucking planning to go take over whole islands of black people, telling young kids that who's to say they're not going to go to college, continue the same type of ideology. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this January 6th rioter who was pardoned by President Trump has been arrested for killing a child in Florida. 44-year-old Andrew Johnson is accused of an 11-year-old boy 3 times last year. Johnson met the child on distance.
I'm gonna be so 100. If black people are known for being violent and killing people, white people are known for doing stuff like this. And if I wasn't no race, I would choose to do the black people crimes. We murderers and killers. Y'all rapists and child tittlers.
According to an affidavit, Johnson gifted the boy an iPhone to keep the abuse a secret. He also told the child that since he was pardoned for storming the Capitol, he was being awarded $10 million as a result of being a January 6ther, and that he would be putting him in his will to take over what money he had left over. Trump talked about the possibility of compensating the January 6th rioters, but so far, no one has received any payments.
And shout out to this Twitter page right here, man. I expose racists and you know what. And like, bro, it's just so many stories that you wouldn't even imagine these people do. And a lot of these are like child, you know what. And I really can't talk about them a lot on YouTube because the last time I tried it, they took my video down. So y'all go on these pages, they show you how sick these people are. Nobody really talks about the crimes that they commit. And it's like, they love to paint black people as the problem when they're the main ones. Like, look at this. He took the life of his own baby. You know what I'm saying? But they want to say, oh no, protect. Don't be around black people. They're dangerous. Y'all are the main ones that are dangerous. You know what I'm saying, bro? So man, y'all show this Twitter page some love. Don't fall for the propaganda, bro. Black people are not the only ones committing crimes. All right, black fatigue. No, it ain't real. White fatigue. That's most definitely should be the damn main thing. So we got a lady dropping off. I think she Instacart some Pampers and some milk, things that she needs. Take the picture. She chopped it off. Then her tuggy. White man, 2 white men showing up. They plotting, y'all. Thugs. Fucking thugs. What's gonna happen? I know they finna try to come back and yeah. Try to hide from the king. Bruh. Dog. Nigga stole some milk. Nigga stole milk.
Here's a really weird family fact. My mom and dad and me and my sister all slept in the same bed growing up, and I slept in that bed until I was 8, and my sister slept in that bed till she was like 15. It was because we had no other rooms in the house. However, after my brother moved out and we had a free room, my dad decided to take me, and we were going to sleep in my brother's room, just me and my dad. And no one thought it was weird. And I found out today that my mom knew my dad was acting at this time, and my dad was acting so insane and weird. And when he was like, I'm going to leave you, my wife, to sleep in a different room with my 8-year-old daughter, no biggie, my mom didn't bat him up. And then my dad slept in this room with me until I turned 13. And the only reason it stopped was because after I turned 13, I was like, this is super weird. Like, cried to my mom because I was like, I don't want him to sleep in here, but I'm so scared he's gonna, if I kick him out, because the bond was super weird. And so my mom had to like set up a conversation so he wouldn't like freak out over me kicking him out of this room so I could finally have my own room. And it was just weird that no one seemed to like think that that was an odd choice on my dad's part.
Tim Tebow put it best, bro. White men are some of the biggest abusers of child, you know. And I got a whole white woman to come up with too, because her, like in the video, her mother didn't do anything to step in and say, hey, this is wrong. That's why I don't understand white supremacy, because white supremacy, white women are treated like shit. You know what I'm saying? It's that patriarchy that is attacking white supremacy. And she didn't really even go into detail in this video. I hope nothing happened to her or we didn't touch on her, bro. That's just sick.
Blaming everything on white people. Oh, but you're not gonna like this. World War I, white people. World War II, white people. The Vietnam War, white people. Slavery, white people. Systemic racism, white people. Racism in general, white people. Thousands of years of Asian history being wiped off this planet, white people. Africa decentralized for decades. South America decentralized for decades. The Middle East decentralized for decades. White people. Capitalism, white people. Racism in America, white people. Oh, look at that, you're Christian. Christianity being used to justify slavery, white people. Christianity being used to justify massacring Native Americans, white people. There's a fake Christian that sold Bibles with his own names on it sitting in the White House right now that was built and maintained by slaves. This motherfucker's white. Who led Germany during the 1930s? A white Christian. Which group of people colonized Africa? White Christians. Slave members, white Christians. St. Peter's Cross being misunderstood as a symbol of Satanism. White people. Border problems. White people. White people. The metal community being full of racist, ignorant bitches. White people. Speaking of that, Pantera. White people. The current dog shit state of the movie industry. White people and capitalism. The current dog shit state of the music industry. White people and capitalism. Specifically shit like Spotify. The current dog shit state of the gaming industry. White people and capitalism. Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, most of the time
White people. The extension of the dodo for white people. Fucking cave dive white people. Last but not least, the useless existence of you and your mother, white people. That was 2 minutes of speed reading, and I'm barely on page 1 of the cracker book.
Hey, bro, you was on that, man. But I'm gonna say this: it ain't all white people. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. Listen, don't fall for propaganda on that TV. Yes, black people commit crimes, every other race commit crimes, but them highlighting the one group and trying to make them the entire problem of the country, it's literally just propaganda. If you watch this video and you got spare time, make some videos on this topic. Like, that's what they do for us, bro. They put out our bad, do the same shit sometimes, fire worse. No more talking heads, yo, it's similar to this. Let's check out even life. Is that moving comics, the comic sector. Download today and get started.
Like I put it in my diary. I did a guy like a service belt. I guess you took my shirt and you like to switch to the yes.